everyone, and welcome to Intimate Convos with Adanna. I'm so excited about today's topic. Yeah, welcome. So I'm so excited about today's topic. And what are we talking about today? Well, we're going to be talking about the position, like the position 69. Sex is give and take. And what do I mean by sex is give and take, you may say? Well, have you know how people like make a list of things to ask prospective suitors, people they'll marry or people they'll date, questions about their finances, questions about their likes and dislikes, questions about their career goals, questions about their genotype. I think one of the first questions that you should also ask a person that you've met, that maybe you've connected with, and you think that you're likely going to date, and maybe date. Let's not even go to the married part. Let's talk about dating. I think one question that is important to ask is, do you like head? Do you give head? Do you receive head? But the most important question is, do you give head? And by head, I mean oral sex, fellatio, cunnilingus. Whether you're a man or a woman, this question can be both ways. So as a guy, if I was a guy, I would ask the woman that I would like to date. One of the questions I would ask as prospective questions would be, do you like to give head? And then her answer would determine if I'm going to continue with that relationship. As a woman, I would ask a man that I'm going on a date with, or that I'm going to start dating and maybe probably have a sexual relationship with. Do you give head? I don't even want to know if you receive, because receiving head is important to me. So that's why I'm asking if he gives head. So do you give head? If the answer is no, I'm not having anything to do with you. Because no, I'm not about to start trying to convince you about why giving head is important. I don't even want to know at this point if you like to receive head, because then it would bring us to another level of selfishness that both of us will start to fight about. So let's not even fight about it. Since you do not give head, and that is such an important thing to me, you would be going. And thank you for coming. Now, you may think that this is something hilarious, but it's not. Like, there's a sex position called 69. And that's where this topic came from. Like 69, sex is give and take. The 69 position has the man's mouth towards the woman's pussy and the woman's mouth towards the man's dick. This is how it works. If you expect to receive head, if you expect that someone else should put your private part into their mouth, give you pleasure, you should gladly take another person's private area, put it in your mouth, and give them pleasure. That is what it is. I do not understand people who say, oh, a man has never given me head. I'm hoping that a man has never given you head because you've never given any man a BJ. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that's the reason why you haven't gotten head. Maybe you're saying, okay, I don't want to give you head, so don't give me head. And that's the reason why you haven't received. Because to me, it's not going to happen. If I'm trying to have sex with you and you say you don't give women head, wherever we were at the stage of that sex, I would wear my clothes and get out. That's it. We're not going to debate it. We're not going to talk about it. I'm not going to try to convince you to love head, because you're going to end up giving me terrible head. Giving head is not something someone coerces you into doing. Giving head is not something someone cajoles you into doing. Giving head is not something someone begs you into doing. Giving head is something that you want to do. Even men who wants to give women head, even women who want to give men head, some of them are terrible at it. The ones that willingly want to. Not to talk of you, who they are begging or trying to explain the importance of returning the favor to your partner. Do you know how terrible you'll be at it? First of all, you have ingrained reasons why you didn't even want to give the person head in the first place, which is already going to make the experience a terrible one. And then you don't even know the technicalities. You don't know how to go about it. You don't know how to even do it in the first place, not to talk of making it pleasurable. So why should I want to have anything to do with such a person? It doesn't matter how great you are. It's very, like, it doesn't matter how great you are. It doesn't matter how many boxes of mine you tick. I am not going to have anything sexual to do with you. And you know why? Because, okay, let's say I go ahead and date you and you don't give me head. I'm not going to give you head, even if head is something you enjoy receiving. No, I'm not going to give you head because you're not giving it to me, and I'm all about giving you the same energy. So if you're not giving me head for reasons best known to you, I'm not going to give you head. And if I don't give you head, I am cheating myself two ways. I'm cheating myself because I'm with you, I'm not getting head, which I enjoy getting. And I'm not giving head, which I enjoy giving. Now, I'm not receiving head, I'm hurt by that. I'm not giving head, I'm hurt by that. And also, my skills are becoming obsolete. You know, with sex and everything, really, practice makes perfect. The more you keep practicing, the better you get. So imagine I'm not practicing. What? My head game goes rusty because I'm in a relationship with you? No. So, like I said, anytime I hear somebody say, and it's mostly women, saying, I've never received head before. Like I said, I'm really, really hoping it's because you two haven't given anybody head. That's the only reason. Because if you've been giving this man head and they haven't given you, then there's a problem somewhere. It's either you're meeting terrible people and you're letting them walk all over you, or maybe there's something wrong with your hygiene or something wrong with the way the smell they perceive around you. And if that's not the case, if you know that you're a clean person, if you know that you do not smell funny, you know that your vagina is clean and healthy, you've taken all the tests you need to take, you're clean, like I said, clean and healthy, and these men are just coming from a place of they do not see the reason why they should give a woman head. There's no reason any woman should give them head. There's no reason their penises should be in anybody's mouth. And if you're a woman who feels like head is disgusting to you, but you would spread your legs to receive head from a man, you're in the same category as the men. Something is wrong with all of you combined. It doesn't make any sense to me. Even the good book says, treat your neighbor or love your neighbor as you love yourself. So if you love yourself, you should love the person as much as or as well as you love yourself. So if you don't want to eat someone else's coochie, don't present your coochie for eating. Keep it closed. The only time you should open it is when you want penetrative sex. But do not come with that selfishness. No, it doesn't make any sense. And like I said, it's the people who indulge you, people like you who would not do for someone what you want to. Like, that's the height. Like, it's the height of selfishness. Who does that? Like, sex is the beauty of sex. The beauty of that is in the giving and taking, giving fully, giving yourself to another person, exploring together. Why should you, like, I'm getting only penetrative sex and you're getting penetrative sex and oral sex? Why? Like I said, if there's no issues on my part with hygiene or infection, like, it's the same genitalia. You put your genitalia in other people's genitalia, or you have put it in the past and you want it in my mouth, but somehow mine is not good enough to be in your mouth. You must be kidding me. There's no conversation to be had, really. Like I said, giving head is a skill. Like, some people want to actually give you head, but they do a bad job of it. Like, they want to. They're willing to give head, but they even do a bad job of it. Not to talk of the people that are unwilling. Why would you try to cajole someone who is unwilling or who has been set in their ways? Some people will even tell you, what do they call them? A titled man does not give head. A titled man's prick should not collect head. A titled man should stick with penetrative sex and penetrative sex alone. Nobody sent you to go and collect title before you went to collect it, knowing that it will deprive the person that you're with or your wife or your girlfriends from getting penetrative sex from you. You didn't think about that consequence on the people before you went and got titled. So now that you've gotten titled without thinking about the consequences on other people, you should also get the consequences for your own self. Like, whatever your reasons are, I'm the last person who is going to try to ask you to do anything. Will I ask you to go and untitle yourself? The moment you've come up with your entitled man, it's either in the bedroom when we start, you carry your title and keep it somewhere else and give me head the way I want to be given and as long as I want it for. Until I have multiple orgasms and come on your face. Or you leave at the very beginning where we found out that you were a titled man and you do not give head. Or for whatever reasons you do not give head. Because I feel like it's crazy. Like it's crazy that you would even mouth that. You would open your mouth and say that to somebody, that you would not give them head for no other reason that you don't feel comfortable giving head, but you will shove your dick in someone else's mouth. No, it's ridiculous to me. And yes, we're focusing on head because it's usually what a lot of people say they want, but they do not want to give back. So the way someone else's private parts are disgusting to you is the same way your private parts is disgusting to other people. So keep yours in your pants, someone else will keep theirs in their pants, and all will be well with the world. There are other kinds of sex that if people are not having, it's the same thing. Both ways. Oh, I'm not interested in this. I'm not doing it to you. You're not going to do it to me. Not you want to do it to somebody, but you do not subscribe to the person doing it to you. That doesn't make any sense to me. That's you exploiting and taking advantage of somebody. And for women who are in marriages who have never received head because their husbands have blatantly refused because of social or cultural beliefs, I feel so sorry for you. I feel like you may have to give them a taste of their own medicine. If they like their dick in your mouth so much, maybe you should stop them from putting their dicks in your mouth and see how they like it. And of course, I think you should have a conversation like around how all of these things are myths and they don't make any sense. And how if you, like I said, if you're clean, if you're healthy and nothing is wrong with you and this person is just refusing to give you head because they don't think it's all right for a man to give you head, please, it will shock you. It will shock you that this same man that would not give you head will go outside and meet a woman that would refuse to give him head, his girlfriend or his side chick or whatever she is to him, that will refuse to give him head. And he would use that same mouth that he has refused to give you head with and eats her terribly, but he would eat her. Because what? She put her foot down. She refused to give him to, since he likes it so much, she refused to give him. But you keep giving it to him, you keep enabling him, and you keep making excuses for him. You have only one life. How can you come to this life and you have not been given head? It's so terrible. It cannot, it's even, I don't know which is worse. Is it worse that you've never received head before? And there are levels to head, good head, before. And even if like nothing happens for you, the fact that someone's putting their dick in your mouth, please, the person should eat your pussy too. So I don't know which is terrible. I don't know if it's terrible that you've dated people that have given you head, then you go and marry somebody who says they don't give head. I don't know which one is worse. You've experienced great head and now you are starved of head. I think that one is worse because you know what good head feels like. Or that you are in this world and you've never received it and you're married to this person, you're very likely never going to receive head. Please do not do that to yourself. Do not put yourself in such a position. And women that are not yet married, women that are married, have these conversations with your husband. Stop giving them head until they start giving you head. Because it will shock you, they've given it to other women before. Or they are currently giving it to other women. And women that are in relationships yet to be married, if head is important to you, please ask these questions alongside every other question you're asking somebody you're going to date. What's your genotype? What do you do for a living? What are your long-term goals? What do you feel about independent women? What do you think about having kids? How many kids do you want to have? Blah, blah, blah. Questions that align with your dreams for yourself or your life. And also, do you give head? Very important question. Do not fail to ask these questions so that you don't cry her dying on. Because you see me, that can never be my situation. Never, ever, ever. So guys, go and take whatever has not been given to you for a while. Maybe do not even go into that relationship if it's looking like you're not going to get decent head. And do not encourage bad behavior. Someone is not going to give you head, stop giving them head. They do not deserve it more than you. And if they're not going to eat your coochie, they should keep theirs in their pants. Thank you for listening. I hope you had a great time. See you in our next video. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And please follow us on our Instagram at Intimate Convos with Adanna. Thank you for watching. Bye.